technical people who know the ABC of what Lagosians need in terms of building roads, in terms of building big offices, in terms of ensuring that when we talk about infrastructure, I mean, these are things that would make for a mega city, and that Lagos efforts that this ministry has made. Like I said, and as our Yoruba people say, there's no way you can pay Femi Hamzat in the area of construction. I will give all of that to my colleagues who are here today. But one request that I would like to make is that you should continue in the spirit, the way you are reporting us. It started over 2 weeks, parts for parts, figures for figures, and everything accurately done. Had all the four corners of the world because of the kind of professionalism that you have put into it. I want you to do that, practice this out. And besides that, I also request that please, for time and for accuracy, just limit the questions to what my colleagues will tell you this afternoon. I know there are so many other things in your mind. If there are questions,
to tell us the modest achievements of this administration in this area.
this is that where Lagos is going to in terms of infrastructure is very far. But we are happy to report that the journey is steady, that the ants is being done with so much dignity, precision, and well balanced with day-to-day living activities of Lagosians. So, gentlemen of the press, you are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. We appreciate. Please let's put our hands together once again for the Honourable Commissioner Ministry of Information and Strategy. We will be using the microphone to the Special Advisor to the Governor, Office of Works, to brief the press. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. Minister of Information and Strategy, our Egbon, Mr. Benga Motosho. Good afternoon, sir. The SA Infrastructure, my brother, Engineer Olufemi Daramola, Permanent Secretary, Office of Works, Permanent Secretary, Office of Infrastructure, PS, Minister of Information and Strategy, directors, my colleagues from Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. See here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, all. Gentlemen of the press. This is the presentation to commemorate the third year, second term of the administration of the Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusholason, and the Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Hamzat. Today, Monday, June 1st, 2026, at the Bagada County, Lausa. So it gives me great pleasure to be addressing all of you today in this ministerial press briefing of the Minister of Works and Infrastructure. We appreciate your role in keeping the public informed, holding us accountable for our stewardship over the last year. Also, the platform highlight some of our modest achievements and update negotiations, what we have done on the mandate given to us, and to outline our priorities for the year. As you all know, good governance promotes accountability, minimizes resource wastage, and ensures stability in economics and the politics. This will, in turn, facilitate the mobilization of both public and private sector financing resources that are critical for infrastructure development. So, the infrastructure gap that we have in Lagos State, so it goes beyond providing new assets and improving the old assets. It also comprises the monetary value necessary to maintain and operate an asset, either new or existing. So, some of the activities that we do in Office of Works is, of course, but not limited to the supervision of two major agencies: the Lagos State Infrastructure Asset Management Agency, that's LAMA, and the Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory Agency. Distinguished gentlemen of the press, the administration of Mr. Governor, Mr. Obasewolu, and the Deputy Governor, Dr. Kandri promised to complete all inherited projects and to also embark on new projects that will bedrock the Themes Plus agenda and the implementation of the mapped out initiative contained in the Lagos Plan 2052. And the administration has marched towards action through this office. The state government, through the Office of Works, has continued to deliberately invest in building infrastructure assets as one of the platforms used for discharging the administration's promise to the people of Lagos State. Through our projects, we have continuously provided jobs for hundreds of people and impactful economic support to those living in the state. The assemblage of a variety of professionals to perform these functions positions the Office of Works in good standing to satisfactorily respond to the needs of the public. So in the Office of Works, we have architectural, estimating and engineering consultancy services for government ministries, departments, CMPs, construction and rehabilitation of public buildings, maintenance of public buildings, mechanical and electrical works, maintenance of government residential buildings, monitoring of public facilities and utilities, and of course, cost and quality control deliverables in government buildings. So one important method we have used to bridge the infrastructure gap in the state is to continue to construct new public buildings and also to deliberately improve the maintenance and management of the existing infrastructure assets in a way that will serve the quality and lifespan of the assets. To achieve this, we have put in place policies and structures for the operation and management of the existing portfolio of infrastructure assets. It is also important to add that under the current administration in Lagos State, facility management has become an increasingly visible aspect of project design and management strategies. Also, in our quest to extend the lifespan of structure as a management agency, LASIAMA has been at the forefront of implementing the Governor Babayi Sanwo-Olu's administration strategy on infrastructure management, and we are making progress. I wish to say, with all sense of modesty, that in Lagos State, we emphasize a two-pronged approach by ensuring routine maintenance of existing assets to ensure that infrastructure assets operate as initially intended in a long-lasting manner, and of course, the continuous rehabilitation and upgrade of new infrastructure that we have. So, the strategic Teams Plus agenda from May 29, 2019 to date, ladies and gentlemen, please note that at the end of this administration, the strategic thrust of the administration is to complete all inherited projects and also to embark on new projects, the bedrock of Teams Plus agenda. administration has since marched west with action. Continuation of strategic operating offices and public buildings. As part of our ministerial mandate, the Office of Work is saddled with the responsibility of developing new and maintaining existing public buildings. Some of the buildings the Office of Work is currently supervising cut across the 5 major renovation works. As an administration, we are aware that providing basic infrastructure such as buildings, water supply, hospitals, schools, and is a necessary condition for an economic to function. We are also equally aware of the attendant impact of building resilient infrastructure, which not only generate a strong economic base for the productivity of our people, but will also implement and foster innovation. So, in the area of facility management and maintenance of offices and public buildings, one of the vehicles through which we keep this dream alive is to put maintenance at the center of consideration because infrastructure can stimulate sustainable development values. We should say with all sense of modesty that in Lagos State, we emphasize the two-pronged approach of ensuring the maintenance of assets and also the continual elaboration of upgrade of iconic infrastructure. So construction of strategic ongoing offices and public buildings, the flagship. The Office of Works has made significant strides in enhancing state infrastructure portfolio and installing infrastructure assets. Here are some of the key impacts of our effective and efficient service delivery. With a vision to be Africa's modern smart city and demonstrating a commitment to complete all ongoing projects, this administration embarked upon the completion works on the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Administrative Complex and the Revenue House to strengthen the efficiency and effectiveness of the public service to ensure the provision of a sustainable office infrastructure. So I'll talk on the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Administrative Complex. This is a more building block, A, B, C, and a pavilion. It has one 8-floor block and two 5-floor blocks, each delivering about 7,160 square meters of office space on 2.01 hectares. The renovation of Revenue House allows that the Revenue House was acquired out of triple desire to accommodate all the state parastatals, departments, and agencies that have to do with revenue generation in the state under one roof within the secretarial vicinity to promote synergy and make payments seamless for the people. So the multi-agency building, which of course has been named as Bola Ahmed Tinubu Administrative Complex, consists of, as I've said before, three blocks, A, B, C, and D. The revenue building consists of 3 wings, B and C, of 7 floors each. And the fourth wing is a rotunda of 8 floors, including the central courtyard. Beautiful masterpiece. So the building comprises of offices occupying 12,163 meters squared, floor area, conveniences and other auxiliary facilities, including 4 lifts and 8 houses, a generator house, a driver's lodge, a covered car park, dedicated open park lots. The project generated about 422 jobs. The administration priority to complete this project is an application of the resolve of the governor and deputy governor's commitment towards building resilient infrastructure that will generate strong economic base and foster innovation. And of course, there's the construction of a new Paco, the would develop by 8. That, of course, will create office spaces for Lagos State government staff and provide a conducive working environment. Project which is being executed by the Office of Work comprises 53 number open plan offices, 5 floors, 4 suspended floors. So, in the area of enforcement of law and order, in line with the policy of the state government to provide adequate and timely delivery of justice to the citizenry and to deepen the operational efficiency of security apparatus agencies that enforce law and order, the state has been providing infrastructure support for the Nigeria Police by constructing the Police Model Area Command, professional water code of conduct bureau, and magistrate court, as well as the construction of citizen mediation centers. The Office of Works has supervised the recent information warehouse for the Lagos State Judiciary Sheriff Department at Majidun Ikorodu. The purpose of this project is to enable the Sheriff Department to keep confiscated materials properties, items, or other valuable exhibits or asset found at a debtor's place of home when the case is adjudicated by the courts. Also, to further strengthen the justice administration system, Officer of Works is currently supervising the renovation of magistrate court at Ebute Meta, JIC Taylor Magistrate Court, Ibushiri, Lagos Island, Igondo, Ogba, and Ikeja. Magistrate courts as well as the construction of judges and magistrate courts, Epe, construction of police model area command at Elemoro, and so forth. And to ensure an efficient and cost-effective mode of adjudicating disputes that directly and significantly affect the economic and commercial activities of Lagos State, Mr. Governor commissioned the Commercial Court at Tapa, Lagos Island, on the 16th of April 2025. The court complex to be used solely by the Commercial Division of the High Court of Lagos State consists of 12 courtrooms and 5 suspended floors. In the area of general hospitals and health centers, the infrastructure roadmap for the health sector has been championed by the Office of Works with the primary goal of revamping health facilities across the state's primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare system. The prototype of the new remodeled and upgraded healthcare structure was planned to conform to key elements of global standards. Construction of a 20-bed general hospital in Nigeria has generated jobs. The 150-bed new Mercy Children's Hospital, which is progressing as scheduled, is being proposed for completion before expiration of this administration. The construction of a 1,500-bed psychiatric hospital and rehabilitation center in K2A Jiri is also progressing steadily. Sanwo-Olu administration has no doubt demonstrated that the restoration of public health facility remains vital. Mercy Street Children's Hospital, established in 2014 as the first general outpatient referral center in the state and converted to a pediatric hospital in 1961, can no longer cope with steady and increasing number of patients who daily throng the hospital to access medical services. We are rebuilding and repositioning Children's Hospital into a 7-story, 150-bed, modern, and fit for purpose pediatric general hospital, offering secondary integrated care services for both inpatient and outpatients. The project, when completed, will allow the state to provide excellent medical care to children. As part of the administration Greater Lagos agenda, the investment immensely in the upgrade of public facilities, so many of them in Latios and Gondo, Badagry, Epe, and also some health centers, Harvey Road in Yaba, of course, mini laboratory, Lagos State DNA and forensic centers, and many others. And also the construction of first-story faculty of basic medical and clinical services office block at Lagos State University College of Education, LASUCOM, was completed. To enhance staff welfare, the construction of doctors and staff quarters in LASU General Hospital are presently ongoing. So in the area of safety and emergency buildings, Office of Works was also keyed into the vision of the administration to continuously and relentlessly promote safety and emergency management culture, ensuring that the various departments and agencies are housed. Aside from facilitating quick response to emergencies and accidents, thereby saving loss of lives and properties, the completion of fire stations and the Lasema response unit has continued to strengthen and impact positively on the lives of the citizenry and deepen the efforts to promote a safety culture in the state. The completion of the response unit in the and the fire and the fire stations are testimonials to the commitment of this administration to safety and emergency management. In the area of education, the future of Lagos must be knowledge-based. The state government demonstrated its readiness to sustain continued investment in education infrastructure, knowledgeable and skilled young people for the future. We have completed the Student Union Arcade Ojo campus, the construction of the Central Library last week, the renovation of Nigerian Law School hostel, Lagos campus, and remodeling of the University of Lagos Main Gate. Presently, the Office of Works is also supervising the ongoing construction of the Central Library in the Faculty of Management Sciences complex in the construction of Lasso Business School and some projects in Lasso Tech, Ikorodu campus. The renovation of Nigerian Law School Hostel, Lagos campus, construction and furnishing of office complex, lecture theater with 750 seating capacity, tutorial rooms and laboratory for Lagos State University of Education, Laswet, Ijaniki, among others which are at various stages of completion. In the area of tourism, the redevelopment of J culture and history intended to celebrate art and theater with the Memorial Hall to stage plays and shows in the past. The J. Rando swimming pool and love garden developed in 1928 to provide recreational services to the Lagos populace. In the recent past, the hall became redundant and served uses other than the purpose for which it was built. So the development of J. Rando Center for Yoruba Culture and History, Onikon Lagos, the development of the modern cultural center to enhance learning and tourism with recreational activities. So I'll touch on some of the government building and office infrastructures. So the reconstruction of two new buildings, service quarter, Block A and B, and provision of and installation of the water system at the State House Marina, Lagos State. Construction of new production line building and office complex at Lagos State Number Plate Production Authority. Construction of central staircase for blocks 1 and 2 in the Secretariat at Lausa, Ikeja, Lagos. Proposed renovation of Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory Headquarters Building. Ministry of Works and Infrastructure Central Store at PWD. The renovation of area zonal offices for project officers, the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. Construction of new Lagos State Data Center about 2.0. So in the area of social infrastructure, we are overseeing construction of elderly care home, fire station in Kotum, section of modern workshop in fire and rescue service headquarters at Lausa, fire station Lagos mainland, renovation of block 36 and 37 in Nigeria Army 9th Brigade Command staff quarters, Ikeja military cantonment. In the area of urban regeneration projects, it would also be instructive to mention that over the years, the sectoral challenge that bedevils housing delivery programs is rooted most critically in finance associated with high cost of building and infrastructure materials. As part of our efforts to maintain a sustainable, organized living that will improve standard of living for our people, the administration invested in the completion of works for the following urban regeneration projects. Number 1, Queen's Drive, Ikoyi. 2, renovation of Igaidugoron official residence and palace of Oba of Lagos. Renovation of buildings in the premises of Lagos House Marina. Construction of 11-floor luxury apartment buildings in Isale, Ijogo. Construction of prototype Albert Palace, Badagry. In the area of sports, as part of the strategy to encourage the youth to engage in social activities in the communities, particularly to get more youth interested in sports and make life more meaningful for our people through professional sporting careers. The administration has consistently supported sports development. The administration, as part of Greater Lagos Vision, is desirous of overhauling and upgrading sport facilities in the state and putting them back into operation. To this end, the Office of Works is supervising the remodeling, reconstruction, and rehabilitation of Teslim Balogun Stadium and 8 sport facilities to stadia across the state. These include Teslim Balogun Stadium, Mini Stadium, Araro Mini Stadium, Bagada, and Ibobo Stadium in Ikorodu. 4 out of the 9 are currently ongoing. Renovation of Bagada Youth Center, Shoke Youth Center, Onikon Youth Center, and Correctional Center for Junior Birel Yaba. Construction of the NYC Permanent Orientation Campsite at Odo Ayondelu or Agbowa. Also, the Office of Work is presently supervising the renovation of indoor sports hall, Mbolaji Johnson, Solade, Road Park Sports Center, Yaba, Lagos. So, in the area of agriculture and food security, a key quality of this administration is a policy of inclusiveness, not leaving any part of the state behind. In the area of agriculture and agro-life services, we have contributed in no small measure to the ongoing construction of the Immortal Light Industrial Park project. The Immortal Light Industrial Project at the Mota NCDA close to the local government area. The project consists of 20 number factory buildings of various types, 1 unit, 2 units, and 4 units, a restaurant, an administrative building, a clinic, and a gatehouse to service the main factory buildings. This facility will support the earlier complete 32 metric tons per hour rice mill in the Mota. So in the area of commerce, development of Lagos State Industrial Leather Hub at Mushi, Lagos State government is continue to promote skills development and empower youths through small and medium scale enterprises. Approved the construction of an industrial leather hub at Maturin. This project is now completed. In the area of, our Lagos State Infrastructure Asset Management Agency has implemented several projects to improve and maintain public infrastructure access by creating employment and opportunity for small, medium scale business to thrive in reassuring that priorities are given to the education and health sectors, the aggressive pursuit of public facilities overhaul. Schools facility management and maintenance exist to support the primary purpose of education. The core responsibility of LASEMA in this regard is to ensure that through the provision of quality maintenance services, teachers and students operate in an environment that is safe, healthy, and responsive to education. SIAMA also implemented maintenance framework for teaching hospitals, general hospitals, and MCCs, etc. Through the engagement of facility managers who have the responsibility of coordinating daily and routine maintenance of medical facilities in the state. Extensive renovations of many office buildings are ongoing in several ministries within the secretariats to facilitate delivery of public services. So the Lagos State Material Testing Authority Agency, in an era of rapid urbanization, the sanctity of the built environment is paramount to public safety and economic stability. The Lagos State Material Testing remains the frontline defense against structural effects and infrastructural failure. It is quite noteworthy that the administration of Mr. Deputy Governor is determined to align risk mitigation in identifying any potential safety hazards and issues related to the materials utilized. So the MTSL has been empowered to forestall and detect problems that could emanate from material used during the construction processes. So in conclusion, notwithstanding the provision of these building infrastructure by the government, we are convinced that the future of any meaningful infrastructure delivery should be private sector driven, with the government strengthening the operational environment and legal framework. Lagos State has always opened its doors for developmental support and partnership collaboration from multilateral and bilateral development organizations. Our government is ready to collaborate with interested investors to support the administration in effecting key reforms in transport, environment, public sector, and tourism sector to further put the state on a sound footing and development. On this note, the organized private sector to leverage the endless opportunities, strategic position of Lagos as one of the fastest growing economies in the world to solution providers. As a state government, we will continue to maintain the available infrastructure and provide a conducive environment to accommodate the growing and shifting population of Lagos State. Thank you all for listening. Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, ìmọ̀ṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ni.
Much sir. We sincerely appreciate that was a very good delivery. Please let's dance together once again for a job well done. That was very good, sir. To you all note that today is a day of construction, construction, and construction. So we should be ready for all the talks on construction. Because of our time and because of cohesion, we will not take question immediately after now. We will take it after the delivery of a special advisor to the governor on infrastructure. That's when, please, the press, we wanted to take note of that. The questions will be taken together. Thank you so much. We will be yielding the microphone to the special advisor to the governor, Office of Infrastructure. our own humane and amiable Oga, Engineer Olufemi Daramola. Please let's put our hands together for him as he gives account of stewardship.
Thank you. The Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Information and Strategy, the Special Advisor Work, my brother, fantastic colleague in infrastructural development across the state. Permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, stakeholders, and members of the fourth estate of the realm, it is with great pride and a deep sense of responsibility that I welcome you to the year 2026 ministerial press briefing commemorating the third year of the second term of the administration of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, and the Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat. This briefing provides another opportunity to present an account of stewardship and highlights of the progress recorded by the Office of Infrastructure and its agencies in the delivery of strategic infrastructure projects across the state. Lagos, Africa's leading megacity and economic hub, continues to experience rapid urbanization, population growth, and increasing transportation demands. With an estimated network spanning over 9,000 federal, state, and local governments, maintaining, expanding, and modernizing critical infrastructure remains central to the vision of building a resilient, inclusive, and globally competitive city. Since inception, the administration of government guided by the themes and themes plus agenda, particularly under the traffic management and transportation. Through deliberate investments in roads, pedestrian infrastructure, and integrated transportation systems, the Office of Infrastructure has sustained the delivery of projects aimed at strengthening mobility, time, improving safety, and supporting economic growth across missions of the state. From year 2019 to date, the Lagos state government has completed 362 roads covering approximately 347 kilometers across the state, while several strategic bridge and transport solution projects have also been delivered and commissioned. In addition, the state currently has numerous ongoing road and bridge projects at stages of completion, reflecting a sustained commitment to infrastructure renewal and strategic urban development despite prevailing economic realities and rising construction costs. Highways, inner roads, vehicular bridges, and pedestrian bridges receive deliberate wide attention as part of broader efforts aimed at improving transportation efficiency and urban resilience. Kindly recall that at the last engagement, the Office of Infrastructure reported the completion of 61 roads covering a total length of approximately 56 kilometers. Since then, the office has sustained momentum in infrastructure delivery with the completion of an additional 130 roads spanning approximately 113 kilometers. In the same period, its agencies have continued to record visible and measurable progress across several strategic and transformative projects within the state. Notably, amongst the additional roads delivered are major strategic infrastructure projects such as the Okpepi-Mende Link Bridge and Approach Roads, which marked a significant milestone in improving connectivity across Ikeja, Maryland, Ojota corridor, while easing pressure on adjoining roads. Complementary junction improvement and traffic integration are still ongoing and nearing completion to ensure seamless vehicular operations upon opening to traffic. Other key projects delivered during the period include the Babajide Sanwo-Olu Road, Abaranje Road, as well as the Aradagun Musafejo Ajidoimike Road, Samuel Ekudayo and Tuka Road in Badagry Act. All these roads have contributed significantly to improving mobility, accessibility, and socioeconomic activities across various parts of the state. The state government has also recorded substantial progress on several transformational infrastructure projects that have been completed and are ready for commissioning across different parts of the state. This includes the rehabilitation and upgrading of the Etiosa-Lekki-Ekpewe Expressway corridor, particularly from Eleko Junction to Awoyaya, Green Springs, Majek, Gidon, and all the way to Ibrahim. In anticipation of the Green Line Rail Corridor, infrastructure development to accommodate the same has progressed substantially from Abraham Adesanya intersection to Ajah flyover intersection, which are expected to significantly improve traffic flow and regional connectivity along the Lekki axis. To complement the reconstruction works on the axis, the state has rehabilitated the asphalt pavement of the Ajah flyover to Admiralty intersection on both bounds, thus serving as an alternative to the transformational Lagos Calabar Postal Road. Also completed and ready for commissioning, Agberipe Road. It is from Iwuelepe Junction and Adamo Akunfoye Ikusi Road in Ikorodu, Akakemberi Road in Ojo, Ijegun Ijagemo and Akeson Igodo roads in Alimusho. We have Makwen, Ikoya, Oloto, and Bose Nomo in Etiosa. These roads have further enhanced accessibility and improved road conditions within key residential and commercial corridors across the metropolis. As part of its long-term infrastructure strategy, the state government is executing several strategic projects currently at advanced stages of completion and scheduled for commissioning in due course. This Bola Ahmed Tinubu Igbe, Agric Ishao Konu Arepo roads with junction improvement at Obolonto and Aruna junctions in Ikorodu. Also, the Lagos Badagry carriageway out practically completed and will further complement the Blue Line extension, thus enhancing the intermodal transportation system. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's important to emphasize that we are constructing resilient infrastructure that strengthens economic lifelines, improves mobility, and enhances the everyday lives of over 20 million Lagosians. These projects represent deliberate investments in the future of Lagos infrastructure that is designed to support economic competitiveness, improve transportation efficiency, and position the state as a resilient megacity. The Office of Infrastructure is advancing several strategic road and bridge projects across the western, central, and eastern districts of the state, in line with the Themes Plus agenda of the present administration. These projects are designed to strengthen mobility, reduce travel time, stimulate economic activities, and support sustainable urban growth across the state. In the Western District, ongoing with good progress are the dualization of Ojo Road, Suru Alaba to Boundary Junction, the reconstruction of